as we light up an object, we have different things happening. We have a shadow, of course. We have the part of your object in the light, and you have something we call highlight or specular in 3D. Then you have the core shadow, which is basically normally where the shadow is more intense in the transition, meaning. And here you have the occlusion shadow with like really no light can bounce in these areas. That's why it's so dark. Then you have the reflected light, which is basically you have lights coming on the ground and reflecting back up to your object. So here you can see it's lit up on the back, or at least it feels lit up because of the bounce. And same thing on the bottom here, the light's coming here and it bounces here. So that's why here you have a little bit of a lighter value. But as soon as we start to get into more intrigue and mystery, then we start to adding more darkness into it. And the guy who's maybe talking right now is like maybe the boss, and the other people, you can see their expression. They maybe are a little bit scared of what the situation is. If you look at this, it's full of mystery. You don't read the house really well. They just play with the shadows. You don't know who this guy is. And so that's what they try to achieve in this. Same thing, like this guy is mysterious. You don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he's going to torture you. Here is the spy. So he's hiding in the shadow. But what was important here is like to see his expression and see how focused he is. So really, like we put the halo just where we need to see the information. It's boom, it's really fast, and your eyes get cut up. You can use this kind of trick for a different purpose. Like here, we just want to focus on the fear of the character. And you can play with the shadows to tell stories. So here it can be a guy who's running away, or you can play with the shadows for having a monster. And I don't know if you go to the dentist, but if you go, you may be less scared of this guy than this guy. So when you see something like that, is really telling you with light and the mood of the light, you can really influence the feeling that you have when you tell the story. So if it's all white and pure, you're gonna be like, oh, nothing's bad's gonna happen. Whereas this guy is maybe, oh, I'm going to get tortured. That's not going to go well for me. I don't know what he has in his mind. Maybe he's going to remove all my teeth. I don't know what's going to happen. And so when you start adding shadows also in a face like this, it feels like, oh, this character is kind of prisoner and wondering what's outside and maybe dreaming. But here, it's like, same thing, this character feels really powerful. It can have a different meaning depending on what the character is doing and what his expression is.